करंजाडे पनवेल सेक्टर 3 येथे कर्नाटका बँकेच्या शाखेचा शुभारंभ करण्यात आला। 93 वर्षाची परंपरा लाभलेल्या या बँकेची ही 763वी शाखा आहे। या बँकेची विशेषता जाणूया या बातमीच्या सहाय्याने। गुरुवारी करंजाडे पनवेल सेक्टर 3 मध्ये कर्नाटका बँकेच्या नवीन शाखेचा शुभारंभ करण्यात आला। ज्यावेळी चीफ जनरल मॅनेजर महाबळेश्वर भट, सिडकोच्या जॉइंट एमडी प्राजक्ता लवंगारे, मॅनेजर गुरुराज देशपांडे यांच्यासह अनेक मान्यवर, अधिकारी आणि बँकेचे इतर कर्मचारी आदी उपस्थित होते। करंजाडे पनवेल येथे या शाखेचा शुभारंभ झाला, जी नवी मुंबईतील 8वी शाखा आहे। 93 वर्षाच्या बँकांची परंपरा असलेल्या बँकेची ही 763वी शाखा आहे। मुंबई रिजन मध्ये 63 शाखा असून 80 लाख ग्राहक आहेत। दरम्यान बँकेचे चीफ जनरल मॅनेजर महाबळेश्वर भट यांनी या बँकेबाबत सविस्तर माहिती सांगितली।
Karnataka Bank is very happy to have its new branch here at Navi Mumbai, Karanjade today. As you all know, this branch is our 763rd branch and is being inaugurated by Madam Prajakta Verma, IAS, Joint Managing Director of SIDCO. Not only this branch, today we are also opening 2 more branches in the state of Karnataka as well as Kerala. So totally our branch numbers will be 765 by today evening. That is what we had planned about a year back. We have our corporate goal, and when we started the year 2016-17, it was 725 branches, and we had planned for 45 branches for the current financial year, and today we are having totally 765. So that is nothing but fulfilling one of the objectives of our corporate goal earmarked for the year 2016-17. As you all know, this is the full-fledged branch. This has all the deposit facilities, advances facilities, bank assurance business, that is we call it as para-banking facility, and of course all the digital banking channels. Apart from that, this branch will also have an on-site ATM for the benefit of the customers, and we also have the strong room facility where the lockers are also available. As far as Karnataka Bank is concerned, we are more than 93 years in the service of the customers of throughout India. 765 branches. Branches are also our service outlets. Apart from the branches as the service outlets, we also have ATMs as the service outlets, and as of now we have about 1,375 ATMs. And apart from the service outlets, that is the branches and ATMs, we also have POS machines, point of sales, and we have now 10,000 POS machines throughout India. And we are also very active in rural banking also, with the help of the this business correspondents. We have about 113 business correspondents throughout India, wherein we have micro ATMs, that is the handheld machines, and with the help of that micro ATMs, the rural banking is also facilitated by us. And we also have about 35 USBs. USBs are our ultra small branches, which are very useful in rural remote areas. We are also quite active in that space as well. Apart from that, we also have about 106 e-lobbies. E-lobbies are the need of the hour. And in the e-lobby, we have, apart from the ATM facility, we also have cash deposit machines, and we also have check deposit machines and an automatic passbook printer. So these are the 4 facilities available in e-lobby. The speciality of the e-lobby is that it is 24/7. So customers, they can prefer any of these alternate sources of our service outlets. And we are also very active in ADC space, that is alternate delivery channels. For us, the major alternate delivery channel is the ATMs. That is the backed debit cards. We have about 35 lakhs plus debit card holders. And apart from debit card, Karnataka Bank is also very active in internet banking facility and also the mobile banking. Today, the mobile sets, these are the banks in your pocket. So bank is bank in your pocket, and Karnataka Bank is very active in this mobile banking space also. So we have a big dream. As of now, about 80 lakh customers are dealing with us. This number will reach about 1 crore in a couple of years. And as per our KBL Vision 2020, we would like to have about 1,000 branches by the year 2020, about 2,500 ATMs, about 250 e-lobbies, and most important thing is by 2020, when we celebrate our KBL Vision 2020, that 5 years plan, we would like to be the preferred bank of at least 1% of Indian population. It is expected that by 2020, Indian population will be around 130 crores. So out of that 130 crores, at least 1%, that means 1.3 crores should be the preferred customers of Karnataka Bank. So we are here in Karanjade. I request all the citizens of the local to have banking with Karnataka Bank. Please treat Karnataka Bank as your preferred bank, and we will be definitely in a position to give all the required facilities to you. We will perform up to your expectation, and I request to have Karnataka Bank as your preferred bank, and give us an opportunity to give you the best possible banking service. So I wish you all a very happy banking with Karnataka Bank. Thank you.
We will also have that unique privilege. Mr. Nagaraj Rao controls about 11% of the bank's business, about 67 branches of 763 branches. All the members from print and electronic media, the premises owners. In fact, this premises has 3 parts, 3 shops, madam. That is why we have 3 premises owners. Madam Bharati Maya, Madam Parvati Maya, and Mr. Our Jairam. So they are the premises owners, and all the well-wishers of Karnataka Bank and my dear colleagues. A very memorable day for all of us. When I was looking at this number 763, so this is something like for Karnataka Bank 763 not out. What I am saying is that today, even though we started this new branch, 763rd branch here, our managing director, Mr. Jairam Bhatt, is inaugurating 2 more branches, one in the state of Karnataka, another one in the state of Kerala. So our number of branches count by evening will be 765. This is what we had envisaged a year back when we had rolled out our corporate goal. We started our innings at 725 as of 1st April 2016. So we had planned to open 45 branches during the current financial year, and I am very happy and quite satisfied that we have been able to achieve that target also. So today is 760. Another interesting thing is this is 763rd branch, but coincidentally, the Mumbai region also has 63 branches of that. So 763 and 63, this is a great coincidence, I believe. And most important thing which I was sharing with my colleagues, friends from the print and electronic media, This is the first branch bank in this Karanjada area. I had not seen any other banks opening their shops here. So naturally we have the first mover advantage in this place, and I think you all will cooperate and bless us to give our best to the customers of this locality. Banking is not new for Karnataka Bank, or I must say it is not new for you. You might have already associated either with Karnataka Bank or any other bank. Nagaraj Rao made a reference that we started our business about 93 years back. That was 1924, that is during the pre-independence era. The one thing which inspired us, many of you may think that banking is dealing with money. So that means the profit motive has to be there. All the financial institutions, they think like that, and the people associated with financial institutions also, they think like that. But Karnataka Bank was an exception. Right from inception till today, and in future also, I can assure that we never thought of profit or making money.
तर सिडकोचे जॉईंट एमडी यांनी याबाबत आपली प्रतिक्रिया देत नागरिकांना या बँकेमुळे फायदा होणार असल्याचं वक्तव्य केलं आहे.
मला आनंद होत आहे की कर्नाटक बँकेच्या या नवी मुंबईतल्या 8व्या विस्तार करायचा आहे. हा त्यांचा जो मानस आहे हा स्वागतार्ह आहे. कारण बाकीच्या शहरांमध्ये आता बऱ्यापैकी सॅच्युरेशन झालेलं आहे, परंतु नवी मुंबई असा एक शहर आहे ज्याच्यामध्ये अजूनही खूप काही वाव आहे बँकिंगसाठी. आणि पुढे जे काही महत्त्वाचे प्रकल्प येत आहेत त्यामध्ये एअरपोर्ट हा एक प्रकल्प आहे जो करंजवाडीच्या फार जवळचा एरियामध्ये राहणार आहे, आणि गृहनिर्माणचे एवढे सगळे प्रकल्प येणार आहेत. त्यामुळे इथे बऱ्यापैकी मध्यमवर्गीय, कनिष्ठ मध्यमवर्गीय आणि उच्चवर्गीय लोक त्या येत्या 5-10 वर्षामध्ये वास्तव्यासाठी येणार आहेत. त्यामुळे हा जो वाढणारा हा एरिया आहे त्याला बघून कर्नाटक बँकने, जी अतिशय जुनी बँक आहे, त्याने इथे येऊन आपला एरिया वाढवण्यासाठी आणि आपलं क्षेत्र वाढवण्यासाठी इथे त्याने आपलं बँच खोललेलं आहे. त्याच्याबद्दल मला आनंद वाटत आहे. आणि बदलत्या काळाप्रमाणे ही बँकसुद्धा ATM आणि ऑल्टरनेट डिलिव्हरी चॅनल्स सारख्या माध्यमातून लोकांना घरी बसूनसुद्धा बँकिंगची सर्व्हिस कशी मिळेल यासाठी प्रयत्नशील राहील. मला आशा आहे की अशा प्रकारच्या चांगल्या संस्था नवी मुंबईला येत राहतील, आणि त्यामुळे नवी मुंबई शहराचा देखील विकास होईल, आणि नवी मुंबईच्या शहराच्या विकासामुळे अशा प्रकारच्या वित्तीय संस्थांचा देखील विकास होईल. आपल्या सर्वांना कल्पना आहे की हा जो बदलता काळ आहे या काळामध्ये आता खूप पेमेंट सेक्टरमध्ये खूप मोठा बदल होत चाललेला आहे. आपण सगळेजण कॅशलेस ट्रान्झॅक्शन्सकडे वळत आहोत. डिजिटल प्लॅटफॉर्मचा जास्तीत जास्त उपयोग करून बँकिंगच्या सर्व्हिसेसला लोकांपर्यंत, आता एक 10 वर्षापूर्वी याच्याबद्दल लोकांना सवय नव्हती, कल्पनाही होत नव्हती की आमच्या बालपणी किंवा आम्ही जेव्हा कॉलेजला जायचो तेव्हा आम्ही तासनतास बँकेमध्ये उभं राहून कॅश विड्रॉवलसाठी उभं राहायचो. आता हा काळ इतक्या झपाट्याने बदलत आहे की आता बँकेचा चेहरा बघण्याचीही गरज लागत नाही. त्यामुळे कमीत कमी क्वचितच बँकेत यावं लागतं. ही परिस्थिती जी निर्माण झाली आहे या बदलत्या काळाप्रमाणे कर्नाटक बँक देखील नवीन नवीन सेवा आपल्या नवी मुंबईकरांसाठी उपलब्ध करून देतीलच. त्यांनासुद्धा मी या प्रवासासाठी त्यांना शुभेच्छा देते, आणि आपल्या शहराचा विकास या माध्यमातून व्हाव्यात आणि नवीन उंची नवी मुंबईने गाठावी असं मी शुभेच्छा देऊन देते. मी जसं म्हटलं तसं हा जो करंजाडेचा भाग आहे हा 12.5% मोडतो. बऱ्यापैकी 12.5%च्या प्रकल्पग्रस्तांसाठी जमिनी ह्या सिडकोने इथे राखीव ठेवलेल्या आहेत. त्यामध्ये आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतं की खूप मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये इथे आता रेसिडेन्शियल एरिया म्हणून हा डेव्हलप होत आहे. त्यामुळे नक्कीच ह्या भागामध्ये हे जे वास्तव्याला येणारी मध्यमवर्गीय, कनिष्ठ मध्यमवर्गीय आणि उच्चवर्गीय लोक येतील त्यांना नक्कीच या बँकेच्या सर्व्हिसेसचा फायदा होईल आणि त्यांनाही चांगले सर्व्हिसेस मिळतील ह्याच्या मला खात्री आहे.
15,000 hectares was acquired for this purpose of making a satellite city. The visionaries at that time realized that Mumbai could not hold so much of pressure, and hence this city was, by acquiring land which was inhabited by the then inhabitants of Agri Koli Samaj and who were living agricultural life. This city at that time saw many ups and downs. In fact, when it began, there were doubts about how to encourage medical, educational, financial institutions to come here and to establish itself. At that point of time, we had different concepts like reserve price, pricing of land, pricing of property was very well conceived of. Also at the same time, when construction was, when we had to, when we didn't want speculative practices of land or land holding to happen, therefore additional lease premium, concepts like additional lease premium were also introduced so that it became punitive not to construct on time. By these guided policies of responding to market dynamics, when there was boom time, at the same time there were times when the city was not doing very well. At that point of time also a lot of flexibility was shown in this city, and within a span of 40 years now we see that many institutions have already established themselves and many of them still want to come and establish itself. So as a insider in CIDCO, I think that this area, Karanzadi area, which has been having a significant population of 12.5%, because 12.5% is a scheme where we allow 12.5% of developed land to be given to the project affected people whose lands we have acquired for the development of this city. We give 12.5% land for these project affected people, and Karanzadi node, Karanzadi area is primarily earmarked for 12.5%. And this 12.5% has 10% commercial area and rest of it is residential. So you'll see a splurge of a lot of residential population coming in here. Being a well-planned, well-designed city, definitely the open spaces and the gardens all contribute to the life and the quality of life of the city, and therefore Karnataka Bank definitely will be very, I think it will enjoy to be a part of this growing urban space, planned urban space. As even there are many projects which are coming up, like the airport project, Karanzadi is bang opposite the airport, the proposed airport. We have committed to about 50,000 EWS and LIG housing to be coming up in various nodes of Navi Mumbai, so you will be surrounded by a lot of residential population coming in. And not only that, there are many other prestigious projects like the JNPT road connectivity, the multi-transfer harbour link, which will be connecting Siuri to Nhava Sheva. All these projects are going to increase the growth of the city, the population of the city, and hence there is going to be an increased demand for financial services. At the same time, the external environment itself is becoming very challenging. We all see that financial inclusion has become a very important element of the government's mandate. As collectors, we all worked on financial inclusion, but now there's a lot of emphasis on not just increasing the account, but also keeping them active. So you have conditional cash transfers coming in. You have cashless, you have direct benefit transfers. Such new initiatives are taken by the government so that money which is expected to be given to the beneficiary goes directly into the bank account rather than to the channels of bureaucracy. Digital payments, cashless payments, UPI, NACH are the new concepts which are coming in. I am also a subscriber to mutual funds. So one service which I find very it increases the comfort level so much is that the NACH. It's an auto debit. So I don't need to add the 5,000 rupees which I give as SIP every month. It is automatically debited or connected to my bank account. So such services banks are coming up with, which is definitely going to increase the comfort of the customers and also reduce the time, because time is money now for all the urban customers, and even in the rural countryside also we don't find people who are who have time. In fact, increasing their comfort by reducing the time is going to be a very important mandate, not only for you all but also for government organizations. Therefore, we have concept like citizen facilitation centers where we give time-bound services to the citizens who come to our organization. And now, in fact, we have in place the Right to Services Act, by which we all are mandated. Like you have heard of the Citizens Charter. It started in John Major's time as Prime Minister of UK. So he made it mandatory that we all should decide what are the timelines by which we give our service to the citizens, and we should abide by it. Even Maharashtra has now passed the Right to Citizen Services Act, and as per that act, we have to decide what services we have to give to our customers, to our citizens, and at what specific time limit, and we have to abide by the time limits. And now there is a right to services commissionerate, which is also going to oversee the ease with which we do our business, with the ease with which we provide services to our customers. So it's going to be an increasingly service-oriented economy, service-oriented bureaucracy, and the only way in which we can thrive and prosper is to allow citizens to survive, to thrive, and to prosper, because in their prosperity is our prosperity. When we start with such a thinking and such a vision, only then will this symbiotic relationship between a urban landscape and financial institutions really prosper in the long term. I wish Karnataka Bank all success in becoming a big, strong bank, being a prosperous and well-governed bank which is backed up by sound ethical values, because finally customers who will stay with us, or the citizens who will stay with us, are those who will feel the ethical side of the organization, and in the long term it is the ethical side of the organization which will survive and which will thrive the city also at the same time. So I wish Karnataka Bank success in its future venture, and once again I would thank them for giving me this privilege and this honor. Thank you.
या बँकेतील ग्राहकांना अत्याधुनिक सेवा मिळतात. त्यात ATM, डेबिट कार्ड, गिफ्ट कार्ड, ट्रॅव्हल कार्ड, इंटरनेट बँकिंग, मोबाईल बँकिंग, मिस कॉल बँकिंग, ई कॉमर्स, एम कॉमर्स, ई हुंडी, आय हुंडी, पॉइंट ऑफ सेल आदी सोबतच व्हेरियस मनी ट्रान्सफर सर्व्हिसेस, ऑनलाईन ट्रेडिंग, ऑनलाईन अकाउंट ओपनिंग आदी सुविधा या ठिकाणी आहेत. तसेच या बँकेने अनेक प्रतिष्ठित पुरस्कार देखील पटकावले आहेत. करंजाडे पनवेल हा नव्याने विकास होणारा परिसर आहे, जिथे सर्व सुविधा निर्माण होत आहेत. त्यातच कर्नाटका बँकेचा शुभारंभ म्हणजे करंजाडे वासियांना खूपच फायदेशीर ठरणार आहे. कॅमेरामन प्रणित कापसेसह रिपोर्टर राज चव्हाण, MVTV.